You open the app, you swipe for 20 minutes, and you feel nothing. No matches worth talking to, or matches you never text back. You close the app and think, this is pointless. You start to believe dating itself is broken, so you stop trying at all. Most guys think the problem is them. They think their photos are bad, or their face isn't good enough, or they need a better first line. So they spend weeks fixing their pictures. They pick a gym photo, then a travel photo, then a photo with a dog because someone said dogs help. They write and rewrite the perfect first message. They think one more change will finally make the app work for them. They treat it like a test they can study for and pass. Here's why that's wrong. The app was never built to get you a girlfriend. It was built to keep you swiping. A dating app makes money when you keep using it, not when you find someone and leave. Think about that for a second. Why would it want you to find someone fast? If the app actually worked fast, you'd delete it in a week, and the company loses a paying user. So it can't work fast. It has to feel almost good enough, forever. That's not a break in the system. That's the system doing exactly what it was built to do. Your being annoyed isn't a sign you're doing it wrong. It's a sign the app is doing its job. The real reason dating feels pointless is not your face or your bio. It's that the app trains you to never stick with anyone. Every swipe gives you a small hit of hope, the same way pulling a lever on a machine does. You don't know what's coming next, and that's exactly why you keep pulling. Somewhere out there is someone better, so why lock in on this one? That feeling never goes away, because the app is built to keep showing you more faces, more choices, more maybes. You start treating people like tabs in a browser. Open one, glance at it, close it, open another. You're not choosing a person anymore. You're just scrolling, the same way you scroll videos late at night without even wanting to. Picture how this actually plays out. You match with a girl on a Tuesday. You talk for 2 days, it's going fine, nothing wrong with it. Wednesday night you open the app again just to check, and there are 12 new matches sitting there. Your brain doesn't think, I already have someone good to talk to. It thinks, what if one of these 12 is better? So you open a few of them too. Now you're juggling 3 talks instead of building one. None of them get your full focus, so none of them go anywhere. A week later, all 3 go quiet, and you tell yourself dating is dead. But nothing died. You just never let anything live long enough to grow. And here's what that does to you over time, not just in 1 week, but over months of doing this. You stop seeing matches as people. You start seeing them as a slot machine result, a win or a loss on a screen. You get numb to faces that would have made your heart jump a year ago. You start judging people in half a second based on one photo, because the app trained you to decide fast and move on faster. Then you take that same habit into real life. You meet a girl at a friend's place. She's kind, she's into you, and some part of you still thinks, let me check what else is out there first. You've trained your brain to always want the next option, even when a good one is standing right in front of you. That's not being picky. That's a habit the app built into you, one swipe at a time without you even noticing. Picture a party instead of a screen. You walk in and there's only one girl there worth talking to. No app, no 12 other faces waiting behind her. What do? You talk to her. You ask real questions. You listen because there's nothing else pulling at you. You give her your full focus because your brain has nowhere else to look. That's why party talk and app talk feel so different. It's not that girls are better in person. It's that in person, you can't scroll past them. The chance to always check what else is out there isn't sitting in your pocket buzzing. You're forced to be there with one person, and being there is what actually builds something. The app takes that limit away, and taking that limit away is what hurts you. More options didn't make you better at connecting. It just gave your brain an excuse to never fully show up for anyone. Now picture the same guy, 3 weeks into the app. He's not lazy. He answers every match. He spends maybe 40 minutes a day swiping and texting, which sounds small, but it adds up to almost 5 hours a week spent talking to no one in particular. In those 5 hours, he opens 6 or 7 talks. None of them go past day 4. He tells himself he's just keeping options open, but really he's spreading 5 hours thin across 6 people instead of putting it into one. If he gave that same 5 hours to a single person, that's a real evening together. A phone call, a walk, something with weight. Instead, it's 6 half talks that all die quietly, and he starts the next week already tired, already a little more numb, already expecting it to go nowhere before he even opens the app. That numbness is the part nobody talks about. It doesn't feel like being annoyed after a while. It feels like boredom. You stop getting nervous before a first message because you've sent 500 of them and none of them mattered enough to remember. You stop feeling anything real when a truly pretty or truly kind girl matches with you because your brain has been trained to treat every face like the last one and the next one the same. That's not you turning cold on your own. That's a habit built one swipe at a time. The same way a slot machine trains a gambler to feel nothing when he wins small, because he's chasing the next pull, not the win in front of him. You are being shaped by the tool and you don't notice it happening because it happens slowly, a few minutes a day, over months. So here's what you actually do. Stop treating the app like a menu you can browse forever. Pick one match and give her your real focus for a few days before you even look at new matches. Turn off notifications so new faces don't pull at you mid-talk. If a conversation is going fine, don't open the app just to check. Set a rule, one person at a time, full focus, no juggling 3 or 4 at once. Treat every match like a person you're building something with, not a tab you can close whenever you feel bored. If you catch yourself thinking, what if someone better is in there? Name it for what it is. That's the app talking, not you. You're not being picky, you're being trained to never land anywhere. Break that pattern on purpose, the same way you'd break any bad habit, by choosing the harder, slower thing again and again, until it feels normal instead of strange. Here's the change you need to hold on to. You think more options means more power. It's the opposite. Every time you keep 6 talks open, you weaken every single one of them. A guy who talks to one girl with full focus will beat a guy juggling 5 every time. Why? Because people can feel when they're getting your full attention and when they're getting scraps between other tabs. Staying with one person isn't something you find once the right person shows up. It's a skill you build by practicing it on regular people, in regular moments, long before anything serious. If you can't give one match real focus for 3 days, how will you know how to do it the moment someone worth keeping shows up? You're not behind because dating is broken. You're behind because you never practiced choosing. Choosing one thing on purpose and staying with it is the whole game. Everything else is noise dressed up as options. You don't need more matches. You need to stay long enough for one to become real.